You notice the only game we ran goats properly is the only time we won. And then the next few games, they're like, oh, let's switch mid-game, or let's not run the plan. And we lost miserably. And the last game was the one that just flipped my switch.
That last game was horrible.
I'm like, you guys suck so much ass. I wish I could tell you straight up to your face. But I have footage to report. I have footage that people watch to help me grow, to help me learn. And I know they're going to watch this and they're going to be face palming the crap because they're like, just take a deep breath, try and work with them.
Doesn't work though.
It.
That's not how it works.
I don't know what infinite amount of patience it takes to work with these cunts. But like, if I have to deal with that every single time I have to log in, then I can't team lead. I really want to team lead. It feels natural. I'm very talkative. I'm very able to report my surroundings to the other teammates and help them and help us single out people, target people, get them down. But like, if 3/4 the team isn't even in team speak, and 2 of those 4 people that aren't in team speak are throwing, pretty much, because they're going like double sniper, and they really suck at it. And because we can't tell them that, that's why I'm pretty sure that's why they would have it out of. They would not be in TeamSpeak anyway because they know they suck ass, and they don't want to hear it. And it's like, just please get me to a place, or help me get to a place where people actually cooperate. Like, I don't know how to convince these thick-headed freaking dickheads. I don't know how to get through to them. I really don't. My natural reaction to people, like for me, I know it's really easy to connect this to tilt, and this is why I have a tilt problem, is when other people start deviating from the plan and doing their own thing and getting killed left, right, and center. I feel like they're like taking my chunk of the SR pool that they're and saying, you know what? Screw this. These points that you earned, I'm going to eat them, poop them out, and throw them into the river on Rialto. Okay? And that's what gets me angry. And it's like, if we lose because the enemy team was better, I never get upset about that. I'm like, they genuinely outplayed us there. There was nothing we didn't do that they weren't prepared for. But when you have like a whole team like that, Matt, no, not Matt. What was his name? What was his name? He was in our group.
I'll look. Let's see.
Recent player, like we had 3 people.
Yeah, we had Starfighter, John Pop.
No. What was it? Harambito, bless his heart. He wanted to stick to the plan, but at the same time, it's really hard to get deep. It's really hard to get like really solid DPS mains to deviate from that. They're addicted to the. Believe me, playing DPS is addictive. Especially if you get decently good at it.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you on that.
Like, but the thing is, sometimes in GOATs, especially, I heard a tale from Bormac once. He said, we got a small team of bronze together on the WT, I think, and TCC on his Smurf account taught them goats, and everyone wanted to switch to their mains, but TCC said no. Stick with the comp, and guess what? They got out of bronze. Most of them are still in silver or gold. Those are the ones we play with, or someone else. I'm not entirely sure. Bormac just said him and TCC were in a group, and they taught him how to play goats. It's something you'll have to learn how to play if you want to win. Because, believe me, the one time, like, you go to my previous stream, you can watch about an hour and a half of nothing but domination. Absolute destruction of the enemy team. Why? Because we were people on a mission. We were determined to stick with the plan because we knew it worked. I convinced them it worked. We watched it work. We stuck as a 6-stack, and we ended up winning 5 games in a row.
I'd just like to say I'm enjoying this speech you're giving right now.
I'm giving this speech mostly so Bormac and TCC don't rip me a new one tomorrow. It's. I'm just trying to say. I went out. Bormac was right. Don't ever solo queue. I made that mistake because no one was online. I said, you know what? I feel like playing Overwatch today. And guess what I got? I got my ass sucked down to bronze. And that's it. That's basically all that happens. I solo queued in high silver, 1600, and immediately got sucked down to bronze. Mid bronze. Why? Because I solo queued in low elo. Winning is nearly impossible solo queue. Even if you have a 2 or 3, 4 stack, you can have 2 people that don't have mics and don't want to communicate, and that can literally lose you the game. And it's really hard for me not to look at teammates who don't follow the team, the majority team, as weaknesses, flaws, and I just want them to, like, switch. I wish I could just be like, all right, teammate switch. That's why I said, I was like, I will not hesitate to kick anyone not following the plan. Because we can't have people just... I want to be able to be calm while playing this game. I really want to. I really want to be the calm, collected team lead that they want me to be. But it's really hard for me to push past that. Especially that last game. The anger barrier was in my face.
No, I believe
all right,
it was
sometimes
ice wall.
Basically. For me, it was nearly impossible for me not to face palm into that anger barrier. Okay? Sometimes it's a few feet away. I have to actually find a reason to be angry. Okay? I have to find a reason to be tilted. But when it's easy for me to just, like, when it seems like there's no other option but to be upset about something, it's really hard for me not to. Oh, yeah. I just realized something, dude.
What?
That Lucio that was... The rock guy that was with us before the last game, he was on the enemy team.
He was?
Rock was on the enemy team. Oh, yeah. You got to watch us get ripped to shreds. Thing is, I found very, very inconsistent success with the 2-2-2 format, especially in low elo, because everyone wants to go double sniper, freaking like low damage DPS because it's cool. Like that divinity guy,
Mm-hmm.
that fast divinity. He didn't want to go like I can. Like there's sometimes where breaking the goats format a little bit is sometimes beneficial, and he definitely made it work. But normally in low elo, if you deviate from the goats format, it will fail. You can't run 3 tanks without 3 heals. And if you switch mid game, like I said, you're basically condemning yourself to a loss. Because at the beginning of every game, that's why they give you about 45 seconds in the freaking spawn room, is to, all right, our team is doing this. And they formulate a plan. Normally that time is for people to get voice connected, be like, all right, here's the plan. And then the gears get fitted and they start turning. If you change mid game, you're basically ripping the teamwork machine apart and putting your personalized piece into it and expecting it to work. Imagine taking an extremely complicated machine, being like, I don't like this piece. And you take it apart and it just self-destructs. That's basically what happens with goats. All of a sudden, the Moira decides to go Hanzo. Yeah,
Great idea.
like that's gonna work. Thing is, they all like for me, I like try to convince hardcore DPS mains by going, you can play a healer and still technically be a DPS. Like, have you seen how much damage Baptiste, Mora, and Zen can do? They're pretty much DPS with heal abilities. Straight up. And like I said before, I just want to enjoy this game, dude. I don't want to have to I don't want to have to mute myself because I fear I'm going to say something I regret to the person that's throwing me down on the ground and saying, "Frick you." I try to keep I just mute my mic so I don't say anything anyway, but just so I don't have the temptation. I'm just like, do your thing. Watch how well that works. And I'm like, I'm actually trying, and because I was able to clutch out a good shatter, we actually got the cart down a good ways. And he was still going, useless Rhine. Screw Rhine. And I'm like, I'm literally carrying you. Can you just appreciate this for a moment while you have the chance to have a guy that actually wants to try in bronze? I don't know what else to say, dude. Like, I want to learn. I want to get better at this game, but there's one thing I need to overcome, and it's like the hugest barrier for me, and it's not necessarily that I have a lack of patience. It's that when people cut that patience down themselves to the sliver, then that's when things get bad. Like, honestly, with people that are willing to work, my patience is infinite. But as soon as they start cussing me out and throwing the game, that patience goes from a good boundful to a paper thin plate. And it's really hard for me to deal with that. Like, I'm normally able to just keep my mind straight and focused. Like, yeah, okay, we have a guy switch. Whatever, he's still trying, right? But most of it, like in gold, switches were often met with, all right, guys, let's switch to this comp. And we all switched. We never ended up going, if someone didn't want to switch comp, we didn't switch comp. But as soon as we're like, okay, yeah, they're hard countering us, let's just go ahead and switch gears a little bit. Not necessarily ripping the good teamwork machine that we had going apart, but changing it, moving pieces around to still fit the gear puzzle. If it was like that, I have no problem. But simply because they have no mic, they refuse to communicate, and the only time they actually start to communicate is to cuss the only person that's trying out. That's when my patience just goes out the window. They basically say, you see this good leading patience that you have right here? I'm gonna yeet this off the cliff. Because I want to be an asshole. And that's bronze for you, whether in America or a EU. You think that, like, I was told that EU had better chances of getting a good team. I have been slowly losing that opinion. It's really hard for me to genuinely believe that people actually care about the game and try in bronze, regardless of country or area. I got mad enough during that game, dude, that my arms are hot. My firearms were flexing and I was cringing to the nth degree, holding back what I could. The only release that I did was in the group chat. I was like, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna shut up. Because these pieces of crap don't know how to play. And they're blaming me for it. Tonight was supposed to be fun. Tonight was supposed to be fun. But that last game just tripped my last defense. All right, I stopped recording footage. I'm gonna go ahead. You want to go ahead and give it one more?
Yeah.